Alexa, turn down. Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Hang on just a second. And let me get my coffee. As you'll notice on the screen right there, you're seeing what we made last week, I think it was, for our Jean Freda project. And I thought it was pretty darn cool. I love it. So if you didn't see this from last year, or last week I should say, you need to go ahead and check it out because it's really cute. So in the meantime, I'll go to me. The problem is here, I accidentally have the wrong Jean Freda picture, as you can see back here, but I added an additional comment or camera that you can see right there so that you can have a better view of what I'm working on today. So let's see, Tammy just texted me and told me, let's see, she hears me and I'm hoping you see me too. Cool, yep, you got it. Alrighty then. So, I'm going to be working on a new project for Jean Freda today, and the project, well, hang on just a second. Let me get a little bit of coffee, because you know I like to start my day with some coffee, and I need a swig to keep me going. So I hope you have a cup of something. Hey, maybe where you are, it's evening, and you're having a glass of wine, or a cup of hot chocolate, or like Tammy, you're having tea, and she doesn't like hot tea, she likes cold tea. But anyway, hopefully you've got something. Yeah, are you talking about the older picture of Jean Freda, maybe? Tina, yeah. That's an older picture that I have of her. So, let's see, I've got to get onto here. No, not there. Hang on for one sec while I get to the live one on my iPad so I can see y'all's comments. Okay, I got it. So now I can get off of this. Got too much stuff in front of me right now. Too many cameras. Driving me nuts. Oh well. So I'm pretty excited about today's, and as I told you guys, I was pretty dang scared about this one, and I'm going to show you what made me so scared. Hey Deborah and Vicky, Tina, Rebecca, yay, there's a whole slew of you coming in. Great. Tammy, Chow, good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're coming from. Our grandson is coming for the night, so I have chicken in the oven. Just finished baking cookies and having a glass of wine as well. Cool. Alrighty then. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to show you what Jean Freda gave me for the, what do I call it? The inspiration for today. So, I'm going to have you look over here. And this was our inspiration piece. I'll tell you what. I said, well, Jean, where's the photo so I can kind of follow the photo? And she says, well, there is no photo. I just kind of thought this up in my head. So what she sent me was, I'll show you, and I'll bring you down here to show you the supplies that I had to get and the ones that she sent me. Hopefully I didn't just disconnect the camera. Well, it says I did. Uh-oh. Can you guys still see everything? I think I just disconnected my camera. I did. I hit the button. Maybe it's back on now. Hang on one sec, you guys. No. Yeah, I'll just do this. Hang on one second. I'm just going to add another camera back in because, let's see, there we go. Hold on one more minute. I'm just getting another camera to connect, hopefully. Just a sec. Almost there. And it is number 64. Hold on. 10. I've got to put in all these numbers to have this thing connect. So I'm not sure what you're seeing or hearing. Hopefully that's going to work. Connect. Done. Okay. We got another camera set up now. We're good. Ugh. Okay, so this is what I wanted you guys to see. And let me see, I heard Tammy messaging me. So hopefully she's not saying, like, we can't see you fine. Yes, you can see me, but you couldn't see this camera that I was trying to show. And so it's not really situated perfectly. But you can see I have a camera up here. I have a camera here, one over here, and then there's one back behind me that you saw originally. And I'm trying to run all of them myself. So, you know, anyway, so what you're seeing is now my junk on my desk. This is the stuff that I need for the project. So what Jean Freda sent me was this wood. All this stuff's from Hobby Lobby. She sent me this wood, and she sent me this ribbon, which is gorgeous. I love this stuff. It's so pretty. Really nice quality from Hobby Lobby. And the wreath that you'll see. Let's see, I think I can get you over to the wreath again. There we go, under my reindeer crossing sign, which I'll move now. And that's the reason why I have the other camera set up, so that you can see while I'm working on the wreath. This was also from Hobby Lobby. Hopefully she used a coupon, but it was only $9.99. And I'll tell you what, when it first came in the box, it really looked pitiful. But after you spruce it up a little bit like this, it doesn't look bad. Pardon me. I think I'm actually going to like having this on my front door. So, again, let's look up here to her inspiration piece. So again, what she gave me was red and the checkered ribbon and the wreath and the little piece of wood that goes underneath here. So I was a little bit upset at first because she told me to paint the wood black, and I thought, well, I don't have any black paint. So yesterday my husband went out and he did get me this black paint right here, some of this chalk stuff. He went to Michael's and got this. So this is what I painted already. I painted my piece of wood with this. I figured I needed to get a little bit stuff ready. So let's move some of this junk out of my way now so I can, oh, and I wanted a piece of sandpaper. She goes to a Bible study and she's there right now, so she couldn't answer me as to whether or not I needed to like buff up that little piece so it looks a little bit more rustic. And then she wanted me to use wire. I didn't have any wire, but from 100 years ago I happen to have these wire picks, and I think they'll work fine, and I'll just glue gun them in with my glue gun. And of course I needed some vinyl, some white vinyl, so that I could put out the name The Carusos. So, all right, now I'm going to be able to reach my computer so I can switch us. But before I do that, let me show you this. Here's the piece that I've already painted with the paint that she gave me. And let me double check. I don't have up here so I can see if Tammy's saying, okay, it's good. All right, let me go back. Okay, so here's the piece of wood that she gave me. Let's get a paper towel out. And I'm going to open this, and y'all, you guys maybe are used to doing these kind of things. I'm not at all. So this one was really kind of scary to me because I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't do this kind of jazz really. I weave, or I used to weave. I have many, many floor looms. I tried to knit, tried to do all kind of stuff, but I never did furniture refinishing or anything like this. So this is all new. So if you see me doing something that I should not be doing, please yell, but you'll be 20 seconds behind. So by the time you yell, I'll probably have done it. So I just have this rough sandpaper that I went over there and grabbed from my son's area. And I'm just gonna, okay, I don't know if I don't know. I'm just gonna buff this up. See, that looks ugly to me. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just buffing it up a little bit. Oh, I just remember something. Red is going to show up underneath here, and I'll tell you why. When Jean said, paint it black, don't you have any black paint? I'm like, no. Then I thought, well, you know, I have this stuff, and it's called Festive Berries. Maybe I could just use this on here. Well, it didn't look good at all. So then I painted the black over top of it, so you'll be able to see a little teeny tiny bit of the red peeking through. And probably that's not what I really wanted, but I'll do it, whatever. So, you know, when you get these pieces of wood, they're really thin, and you get like 4 of them. So if this ends up a disaster, I can redo it without having the red underneath of it. 'cause I don't think I'm gonna like this. Anybody yelling anything at me yet? No. Aww. Her dog thinks she's starving. Alright, so that's probably really hurting your ears on the mic. I don't know. Anybody got any suggestions yet? Alright, so I guess that's pretty good like that. I like it better than not having done this, because it looked a little too new. Whoops. Like I said, Jean Freda's in a Bible study today, and then she has several other things that she had to do, so I doubt if she's going to pop in today, not to mention that I was kind of cranky with her, because you're supposed to send everything I need, and those instructions, oh, anyway. Alright, so I'm going to quit with that for now, because it's making me choke. And just wipe this off. Okay, I like it a lot better. And actually, I kind of like the red. Excuse me, let me get that coffee. Hopefully you can't hear me slurp. But I do hope you're drinking something and just kick back and relaxing. Looks good. Thank you. I like it. So far, so good. So now I'm a little bit worried though, because of all this stuff here is my not HDV. I'm using 651 vinyl. Is that going to stick very easily to this? I'm not sure. I'm trying to get a lot of the powder off and get it off my desk. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now for the part that I was going to do, and actually I had planned on doing this with my Cricut, but let me show y'all something. I don't remember. I want to use the font. Let's see if you can come up here and see it. I want to use the font called, what's it called? Samantha Craft. That's a fabulous font. If you don't have it, you might want to get it. It's not free, but it has so much good stuff in it, you might want to get it. And I'll show you what it looks like right here. So if you were to go to the link that I'll have in here, it's for Mighty Deals. You'll land on this page right here. And what I wanted to show you was the actual font you want to get. Because if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see beautiful Samantha script font, only $17. Well, what you'll want to do if you don't have the Samantha font is to go ahead and click on that. And it's going to tell you all about all the different kinds of Samantha fonts. There's a script font, an upright pro, upright bold, all these different kinds. But recently now, they came up with a new one called, and I'm going to get down to it eventually. Well, here's part of what it's called, Samantha Craft. And the difference between Samantha Craft and what we had originally, and oh, Nightbot just put the link in for me. Thank you, buddy. Okay, the difference between Samantha Craft and the regular Samantha font is she's made these things a little bit thicker so they do cut better with our vinyl or paper products. So it's new, fairly new. Samantha Craft really is pretty. See what it says here, extra thick width. Easier for cutting machines. And you can see the difference here. Here's the Samantha Upright, the bold, and then the Samantha Craft. And you can see that it's thicker. Anyway, in addition to getting Samantha Craft, the font, you also get these frames for free. Now, I've used these before, I think, in a tutorial, and they're pretty cool. You get all these different little frames that you can put on things. See this frame around here? And the fun thing about them is, and you can't really see it, but the fun thing about them is you can mix and match them and make them any size you want, that kind of thing. So I really like this, but here's the thing. You want to make sure that you get, if you're using this for your cutting machine, Samantha Craft. Because if you go right now to buy now, and I'll click on that to show you what happens. buy now, see what happens? You get this drop down menu, and these are all the different ones that you can buy. And as I said, I suggest if you're using this for your cutting machine, I have them all myself, but for your cutting machine, I really suggest you get Samantha Craft. Now, if you want to use it for like print then cut, any of these other ones would be really pretty too. But for your cutting machine, I really like the Samantha Craft. So just a thought if you want to get it. Okay, so back to why I decided not to do this in Cricut Design Space. I'll show you first in Cameo. So here we go. Here's Jean Freda's inspiration piece for me. And underneath here, I've already done in Samantha font this. She wanted me to have the Carusos. See that? And I really liked this pretty font, how nice that looked. So let me show you why I love to use this in the silhouette, whether I'm using it for my Cricut machine or my Cameo. Here's why. Let's say I want to do the pools. I come over here to the left-hand side and get the text tool. I'm going to just type in pools. Okay. And if I wanted to put, well, what I can do first, I can just make this really big. Notice the S right here. It's kind of plain. If I want to make that fancier, all I have to do is highlight that S and come over here to the right-hand side where we have the text style panel. Click on that. And since Samantha Craft is selected right here, if I go to this second button over that starts with a G for glyphs, click on that, it's going to show me all of the glyphs available to me in Samantha Craft. So I can just start scrolling down here. Notice here I can make them small or I can make them much larger. And let's say I want to get a prettier S. And I know first they have the uppercase letters or the capital letters. So I'm going to scroll down through those. Okay, now I'm getting to the lowercase letters. So these are all some fancy things that I can get. Oh, I'm in the O's. And I want to get to the P. Oopsie, the P's. No, the S's, I mean. So I keep scrolling down. Okay, I'm at the R's. So I'm going to keep going down till I get to the S that I want. All right, here we come to some S's. And notice that there's all kind of fancy ones. And they're easy to find and easy to pick in this program. And well, I could do one just like I did for the Crusoes, which was this one. Whoopsie, I clicked on that twice, which put two of them in there, and I really only wanted one. So I'm gonna, whoopsie, go back here and delete one, I think, I hope. Yeah, there we go. All right, so maybe I like it like that. Maybe I don't like it going through the L. But anyway, my point was just to show you how easy it was to get this. And then probably what I'd want to do, just like we do in Cricut Design Space, well, first I might want to move that letter P over some. So I can do that by being in the same textile panel and come over here to the character spacing. Oop, I'm making it bigger. Put them closer together. Well, that didn't help me move the P, did it really? So what I need to do is I need to go ahead and ungroup. And now I can just move my P over like that. Okay, so just like in Cricut Design Space, if I scroll in really closely, look what's going to happen. This S is going to cut right through that L. And there's going to be a cut right here and right here. So, just like we've done before in Design Space, if you use that, all you need is to grab everything, right click and say weld. And now it's all one piece and we don't have that issue anymore. And I really could group it back together again. So that's pulls. But what about that word the? Look how pretty that turned out. The. How did I do that? That was really easy. All I did was come over here to the text area, and then again open up the text style panel, come to the glyphs, still in Samantha Craft. I know these fancy things are way down at the bottom here, so I'm going to get this scroll bar and just scroll on down. way. Oh, and look at all those pretty things too. Did you see them? Whoopsie, I think I went too fast. But anyway, I can look through here and look, there's and. So if I was doing something for a wedding, maybe David and Patty or something. For, from, that'd be pretty. To and from. But I was looking for the. There we go, the. Okay, there, that's lowercase. There must be another one that's got the uppercase. And I actually found it first. It's a bunch of swirls you can get. Lots of pretty stuff. So I'm thinking I must have missed the capital the. So let's go a little bit up. Here we go. Okay, here's the capital ones. So you can see what kind of things there are. They're really pretty. There's thank you. There's the. So all I have to do is double click on that and it's going to come in right up here. And then I can just bring it down and click on it and resize it to however I'd like. And there we go, just like that. And then I connected them together on mine up here on the Caruso's one. So that's what I did to make this font like this, which I really like it a lot. I use this font a lot. I think it's pretty. Now, if you wanted to do this in Silhouette and save it for your Cricut, you can do that. All you have to do is, I would probably not save the box. Oh, and I'll tell you what that box is for in a minute. But I would just take this and come up here to File, Save As. And I'd probably say save the selection because I only want to save what's selected here. I don't want to save this artwork over here or this box. So I have just this selected. So I could come up here to File, Save Selection to my hard drive. And I've actually already saved this. So I'm going to show you it. Here's Cricut Design Space. And here it is. I brought it in already in Cricut Design Space. Comes in just like this. The only thing that I did do, well, let's see, it doesn't come exactly like that. Here, let me get rid of this one, delete, and let's upload the one that I did bring in. There it is, there. Insert it. Okay, so now, if you do look over here at the Layers panel, notice there are 3 things, but really there's only one thing. Okay, so the reason being is that this piece right here, notice what it selected, this line here, that is by itself, as is the word, the rest of the word the, because it's not really attaching anything. So the only thing that I did was I did grab it all and right-clicked and welded this all together. And then it just changed into one cut file. And you go to make it. Obviously it's too big. Well, not really, but it's pretty big. So you can save things easily in Silhouette Business Edition for your Cricut machine as SVGs, and it works perfectly. Now, the reason why I didn't just do it in Cricut Design Space, because I forget how. I'd have to go back and look at my videos. Honestly, you guys, someone here probably knows how to do it. But if I was to just come here to the text tool, I can easily get, whoopsie, spelled my name with too many T's, but I can easily get the Samantha Craft font right here by just typing in up here in the search area, Samantha. Let's see, Samantha Craft, there it is. Oh, and there's all those frames that you get. But the problem is I forget how to find out or how to get the different glyphs. And I'd have to go back, honestly, and watch my own video again to see that, because I really have forgotten how to do it. Maybe you guys remember. But anyway, so that's why I decided not to do it in Cricut Design Space, because it was much easier for me to do it in Silhouette. So we're back in Silhouette again here, and this box right here is because what I did was I went ahead and I measured how much space I had. Now on the packaging it says that this is 10 inches by, what did it say? I can't even remember now, but 10. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Okay, here's the package. The package says that these are 10 inches by 3.47 inches. Well, I know I don't want my thing to go from edge to edge. So I kind of thought 1 inch in on this side and 1 inch in on this side. So what I did was I made my rectangle up there 8 inches wide. And if this was, I think, what did I do? I made it 3 inches, which might be a little big, but I made it 3 inches tall. So back up here again at my thing. Here you can see that I made it 8 inches approximately and approximately 3 inches. And then I knew how much space I had to make this, right? And I probably could stretch it a little bit more if I wanted to. So I'm actually going to cut this out of white 651 vinyl. So the first thing that I would do is just move this box because I don't need to cut this box. Although if I left the box there, those of you with silhouettes know how I handle that. So all I need to do is move this up here towards the upper left-hand corner. I always like to leave a little space here for my test. And then I would come over here to send. Oops, I need to turn my machine on. There we go. All right. So over here now you can see that 2 things are checked, and I don't want 2 things checked. I'm going to uncheck it because the only thing that I really want to cut right now is this blue or green, whatever color that is. So I'm going to check that. And I've decided for my 651 vinyl that I put it on vinyl matte, and I changed my setting. I have it written down here. Let's see. Change my setting to 4. I guess that's what y'all would call it because it's right in the center. 4, and I left this at 10 and 5 for those numbers. I just changed my blade a little bit. So the first thing that I did, if you look down here again, and I've already done this actually, but the very first thing that I did was I did a test cut. I always do a test cut. I don't want to waste all this vinyl only to find out it didn't work. So I always save a little corner in the upper left-hand side to do my test cut. So it cut out this little square, and it also cut out a little triangle inside that I weeded out as well. So my settings that I had there worked perfectly. So I cut it, and just so y'all wouldn't have to wait for me to cut it, I cut it and I weeded it, and it turned out beautifully. And I even took it here and measured it to see if it was going to fit okay, and it fits pretty good right there. So I weeded it after I cut it, and then I put it on my transfer paper. I'm going to take a Kleenex because I want to wipe this thing off one more time. I'm so afraid that this isn't going to stick because of the residue from my sanding job. Let's see. Okay, character map. You know, I looked for character map, Deborah, on my Windows 10, and I found it, but for some reason I don't remember how to find the glyphs. I couldn't find them because I was gonna go back and try that again. So, but thanks for reminding me. I just had a hard time remembering. Okay, I'm using my little squeegee guy and my little pokey guy to get this off of here. And this 651 weeded perfectly on here. Now I'm a little bit scared, like I said. So I'm going to put this on here. Just kind of eyeballing it. Oh, I hope I don't get it crooked. All right. Okay, now I'm hoping it's gonna stay on here like I want. So I'm burnishing it down. And if you're new, burnishing just means taking like something like this or a credit card, an old credit card or an old gift card, and just kind of mushing it down. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Yes! Sweet! Yay! Oh, beautiful! I'm happy. Okay, let me put this back on my paper because I use this stuff again and again and again and again till people scream and say, get rid of that. Okay, so that turned out really, really nice. I like it. Oops. This is okay. So now comes the hard part to me. That part was easy. I know how to do the Cricut stuff. I know how to do that, Jess. So we're going to change my screen to this thing. Well, maybe not. Yeah, to that. All right. So this is what I'm planning on doing. So I didn't leave this myself totally in the dark. She had that picture, and she just had these little things stuck all over in here, right? These little things. So I just don't know. So this is where I'm hoping somebody's going to scream at me. Am I doing this right? So here's what I did. Let me show you. I just got one of these picks. Get them out, because I don't really have any other wire unless I go over and raid somebody else's stuff. One of these picks. Let's see, you're seeing it, yeah. And I just took a piece of this, about 12 inches long. So right there. And I just cut that off like that, about 12 inches long. So I'm watching to see if anybody's gonna yell if you have a better idea for me, because really, truly, I'm clueless. Although, hey, you should go to Hobby Lobby if you don't have a pretty wreath for your door, because this thing is really nice. Look how full it is. And it was $9.99. And if it's half price now, holy moly, for $5, you know how much it costs to buy a wreath, right? Shoot. All right, so all I did was this. All I did was squish this down like this. And again, I'm watching the chat to see if you guys tell me something. And I'm taking one of these here picks and just winding it around here, because I don't even really remember why I have these picks. And I'm probably overkilling with winding. I'm just winding it around. And then all I was going to do was stick this in here, put some glue on it, and stick that in there like that. And for some reason, I'm not thinking that's right. Does that look right? That doesn't look, I don't know. It's fine. I'm watching. Nobody's saying squat. Come on, help me. I'm not going to put glue in yet until you guys, if you give me an idea. I'll make a couple more. I don't know. Maybe they're too big. Let's look back at her picture again for a sec. What's up here? Like, this doesn't help me at all. Go back to design. Look at this. What the heck? I don't understand. What do you guys, that doesn't look good. I'm looking at the replay that you guys are seeing. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me go back to this. Or maybe to this. So I'll cut another piece, about 12 inches long. Move my glue gun out of the way. Oh, you guys must be not know what to do either. I do about 12 inches. Maybe that's too big. Maybe it's not big enough. See, you're not sure either, huh, Tina? I know. I think it's going to turn out looking okay. But let's look. Let's see if when we put this in here. Okay, I'm going to bring it back here. Okay, it's going to end up, I bet you, looking pretty cute once I put that in there, you know? But actually, I think I do like it. I just don't know how you're supposed to put these things in. Me either. Oh no. Oh well, at least y'all can't say I'm doing it wrong then. How about you make bows in each of those sections? Whoa. Now we're talking bows. Holy moly, I don't think I can do bows. Not good with bows. Tried many times and no success. Tammy and I have this thing called a Bowdabra, which is supposed to really help you make bows, but I didn't practice with it, so I'm not sure I'd do any good. So let's see, again, I'll just take this here, and I think you wrap it around like this, and then around that part, and around here. I don't know. But honestly, I really truly think it's going to be pretty. And I don't know if you just stick these things in here, just mush them in like that. Actually, you know, if I did make one big bow at the bottom when I'm done, just have these guys going around here and then a big pretty bow hanging down, might turn out really pretty. Okay, wait a minute. You would lay the ribbon more as if wrapping around. What do you mean? I don't know. Lay it more. Here's the ribbon. Like, oh, I mean, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I wish you could show me, Tina. I have no idea. Oh. Anyway. You know, if you see it in person, it's really not going to be that bad. If I have a, let's not put this one here, put this one here. And then what if I had a big bow right here? I think it'll actually be pretty. And I love this ribbon though, you guys. Lay the ribbon as if, yeah, not good with, all right, well, I'm going to continue doing it just like this, I guess. I like the bow idea. At the bottom are all bows, Chow. A big bow down here. I could make a big one. I know how to make one big one that I can make down here. Okay. Let's see. Can I do these sort of letters in Inkscape? You could do those letters. Definitely, you can do them in Design Space. I just don't remember the way to get to the glyphs. I have a video on it if you want to search for it, because I used to show and teach how to use the glyphs in Design Space. It's just been so long since I've forgotten how I did it. But it's definitely doable in Design Space. But yeah, you could do it in Inkscape too. But there again, I've forgotten how to use Inkscape. You can do in Design. Yes, correct. Yes. So Chow, were you able to find them? One of you, if you're able to go to Design Space, go to Character Map and see if you can find those, because I had a hard time. At the bottom. Control V. Huh. Oh, for copy and paste, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to continue making some more of these. You're not seeing much. So all I'm doing again is I'm just doing these, and I'm not gluing any of them in yet because I'm scared. I think it's actually turning out better than I expected though. And I think I'm actually going to like it. So I know you're supposed to usually do an odd number of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's an odd number. Can move this guy down here a little bit. Jean Freda would probably be yelling at me about now. Tell me I am not doing right. But like I said, this is the kind of stuff she does. Makes things like this. You know what though, you guys? I'm thinking that is not looking too shabby actually. Maybe I need another one up here. I'm actually liking this. And if I make one big bow to go here, let's see if I can do it. So I used to make bows a long time ago. I bet I can't. Let's see if I can put you on this. So I know that you do this, and I'm probably going to need some wire. I know I'm going to need some wire. I'll take that off that pick. All right, so there's my piece of wire. So here's what I remember learning to do. Let's unwrap some of this. Wonder how big this bow has to be. So you do this, and then you make a little thing like this. Okay, and then what I remember learning is you twist it now. Hold that with your thumb, twist it, and go the other way like this. And then when you get to the middle, twist it again and hold that like that. But now I need to see how big do I need this thing. Maybe I'll make 2 loops on each side. So I'll make this side bigger now. By doing this, a twist like that. Hold it tight. And one more over here. I hate when this gets twisted. I don't think it's really supposed to if I knew exactly what I was doing. So then you just take one more and go like this. Try to make it as big as the other one on the other side and twist it, and then let that hang down like that. Cut it off. Now where'd that wire go? There it is. Here's the wire. Hey, I don't have my original loop there. I didn't do that right, you guys. I'm going to start again. Watch. First of all, you need to make your original little boot that goes around your finger like this, the little thing in the middle. Then you twist it and go like this. And then you twist it and go the opposite way. And then I'm going to twist this and hold it under here and go the opposite way. Hope I have it big enough of this. Make this one larger. I'm going to hang this on my front door. I really think I am, because I think I'm really going to like it. And let's see, hopefully big enough. Unfortunately, I didn't leave my tails very long, darn it, since I took it apart. I think it'll be okay though. So now, here's that piece of wire. I'm going to stick that wire through here where my thumb is, if I can. All the way through. There we go. Come out. Keep holding it tight. Don't let go. Take that wire, take it down around the bottom, and let it meet this piece of wire. And it would be better if I had a thicker wire, because it feels like this one's going to cut my fingers apart when I go to twist it. So now I stick my finger in here. Y'all probably can't really see what I'm doing, but stick my finger in here and try to twist this tight. Oh my gosh, let's keep our fingers crossed that this is going to be looking decent. So I twirled it around a bit. Oh gosh. Okay, it would be really cute if I had two tails. You know what though, you guys? I bet not all is lost. I bet what I can do is just cut another tail and wire it in back there. And away we go. So I'm cutting another piece. I'm just going to take it back here. That wire's still back here, why not? Just wire this in back here, if I can. So I have both ends of that wire again. Put my finger in between so I can get a good twist. And I'm not getting, this wire is not very good. It would be better if I had a thicker wire, because this one's really hard to get to go tight. Yeah, anyway. All right, let's see. So that's not a bad bow though, actually, for something quick that I just tried to do on the fly. Let's see how it's gonna look if I was to glue it right on here. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is so cute. I think I need to cut this piece off here though. Wait till you see it. Okay, more. Don't want it to show up above it. Okay, I'll give you the view over this way. Okay. All right, see if you can see. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Okay, I love it. And this, have that like that. Maybe my bow's a little bit too big, but maybe not, because the wreath is pretty big actually, if you could see the whole thing. What do y'all think? I think that's really pretty too. Thank you. Oh, the Bodabra wire. I forgot about that. That would have helped. Yeah, I love it too, Rebecca. Thank you. So I guess I don't have to kill my sister, but now all I have to do is get my glue gun now, glue these in. Hey, if you went to buy a bow like this, it would not be cheap, right? But this was, well, probably on sale, $5 for the bow. This ribbon, I bet it's on sale too, because it's Christmas ribbon. Let's see if you can see Christmas ribbon. It says it's Christmas ribbon, so it's probably on sale too. It's $9.99, but $5, and you actually get quite a bit of it, 30 feet, and it's really nice quality. There's a little bit of wire in here, so you can, use the wire part. But I just love it because this is, that swell buffalo plaid. I just really think it turned out cute. I'm happy. Thanks, Chow. Okay, good. Thanks, Tina. Ah, thanks, Deborah. Yay. Well, I hope you guys will make something like this. Go to Hobby Lobby or buy it online, have it delivered the next day or two, and make something like this. I think the font, let me go back to it. I think the font turned out beautiful. And I love this little piece of wood in here. So probably all I'll do, because there are no directions from Jean Freda, I'll probably just put some hot glue on some of these pieces and just hot glue this and then rearrange these however I need to. And then I'll just glue these guys down in there. That is one big bow though, y'all. I really like it though. I think it's pretty. So, okay. So I guess that's it. Anybody have any questions? Remember now, if you want to get that font, to get the one, if you're going to use it for your cutting machine, you will want to get the one that's the Samantha Craft. And again, you'll get those extra pieces that go with it too. And I can show you right quick what those are if you'd like. If I come up here, and instead of doing, well, let's see, gotta go here first. Instead of doing Samantha Craft, I'll just, let's delete or backspace that and hit enter. I think it'll take me down. No. All right, let me go like this. Samantha, there they are, Samantha Frames. They're not even labeled as anything, but you can open those up and then go to this, the glyphs, and you can scroll down here, and as soon as I get through, you'll see all these different frames that you could use. So in other words, you could bring this one in. Whoops, let's move this out of the way. And then if I wanted another one, let's see, this one, and bring him down here. Whoops, come here. And see, I could just do that like that if I wanted to, and weld those together if I just wanted a little thing like that, right? I can make it a lot. Oh, you are not seeing it. I heard Tammy just bink me. There we go. Oh, there we go. I think that's what it meant. You know what, Tammy? I finally got wise. Yeah. I finally got smart and turned the volume up on my machine. So now I can hear you when you text me, and then I know to look. So anyway, so these are the frames. So what I did was I came over here to the font and then over here to the textile panel. Uh-oh, she's saying something again to me. Wait a minute. Hold on, you guys. What? Share. I thought I did share. It is shared. You're 20 seconds behind me, so I did already see it. All right. Yeah, I am forgetting to show you, but I heard Tammy, and she alerted me to it, so I'm here now. Anyway, so these are the frames that come with the Samantha Craft. So look at these things. I mean, you can just make a whole bunch of different things, and of course, you know, you can change the sizes of them to stretch them out however big you want them to be. And then there are even blank pieces that would fit perfectly here, so you can make a whole box. And let's just me scroll through here just a little bit, and you can see some of these. Well, I guess I'm down. Nope, here's a whole slew more. Look at that one with the little hearts on the corner. Isn't that cute? Ooh, and this one's cute. Look at this one. Anyway, I guess I don't really need to go through all these for you guys, but they're just really cute. This one automatically puts that frame like that. So if you wanted to make, let me move this junk all out of here. And bring this one in. And obviously make it bigger. And of course, I could just go ahead and rotate these. If I want to do it like this, I can. And I can, if I had these the exact same size, and actually I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to delete it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this one, come over to the replicate panel, and say replicate to the right. There we go. And then I'm going to replicate this one down. Whoops, I went up. I meant to do down. Let me undo that. Replicate it down. So there's this one. And I could put that like that, match them up perfectly. And I could say align left or something. Let's see, align to the left so that they're perfect right there. And then I could take this one and replicate it to the left. And look at that. Isn't that cute? I just love it. So then I could just weld it all together. I'm hoping I can. Sometimes they may not be touching. Oh, that's fine. They all welded together perfectly. So wouldn't that be cute to use that? Oh, I didn't have everything selected. Undo. Got to select all of it and group everything. And then I could make it smaller. If I wanted to make this a print and cut tag or cut this thing out. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So, all right, well, I guess that's pretty good for today. I hope you enjoyed this Jean Freda mystery. Although, like I said, I did sneak a peek because I saw there was a wreath and I saw that image that she sent me that was her inspiration. And I was like, Jean, I can't do this. This thing's a bust. I was kind of like, and you didn't send me the paint, and you didn't send me So anyway, but it all turned out great. Love it a lot. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time.